This story that I saw out of Wellington, Ontario, the Wellington area. I don't know that part of the country that well. I've been there, but only once and not recently. Let's read it together. Why don't we read it together? So it's from the Wellington Advertiser, which is a small community newspaper. The story is called Public Health Orders Closure of Old Order Mennonite Churches and Schools. Section 22 orders also require community members to follow public health measures. So just stop for a second, look at that headline. Public health orders, closure of old order. Just close the churches and schools. Just do it. You're just doing it. You're just closing schools and churches. You just like that. That's just how it works. Scroll down a little bit, please. So that does look sort of old. Can you pump up the size just a little bit? Yeah, look at that. And what does the caption there say? I might open a version of this on my own screen here so I have yeah, there we go. Caption says, Public Health ordered the closure of Old Order Mennonite schools and churches in northern Wellington County on November 12th. So that would be yesterday. Officials say members of those communities generally have not altered their behavior due to the pandemic. Recently, there was a COVID-19 outbreak at Marigold Hollow Parochial School in Wellington North above. Okay, so are your spider senses tingling already? These communities generally, you people collectively, I don't like how you people are doing it, so I'm going to engage in a group punishment, a mass punishment, because I don't see Joe Blow and Jane Blogs and, I don't see you as individuals. I see you as an ant colony. The ant colony, you people. It's collective punishment. It's collective punishment. I don't like how you people, it's like Bill de Blasio versus the Jews of New York, which is an insane battle, by the way. He just, oh my God, he just hates the Jews. I'm sorry, he referred, and bizarrely, the governor, Cuomo, does too. His governor, Mario Cuomo, was a great friend of the Jews. How can you be in politics in New York, which has the largest Jewish population in America? New York City, you got 1 million Jews. And you're against the Jews. I mean, Italians, Jews, Irish, if you don't like those people, don't run for mayor. Don't run for mayor of New York. Don't be governor of New York. What are you doing? If you don't like Jews, go somewhere like Wyoming. There aren't very many. But you're governor of New York, you're mayor of New York, and you just have this strange hatred for the Jews. What are you doing, mate? And what irks me is instead of treating the particular Jews in New York as individuals, they treat them collectively. And they just ban synagogues, ban this, they threaten entire communities. And that's what I see here. That's the first thing my spider sense is tingling. Look at that caption again. Officials say members of those communities generally have not altered their behavior. Collective punishment. If you're a Mennonite, if I know you're a Mennonite, I already know all I need to know about you. I have charged you, tried you, and convicted you simply by knowing you are a Mennonite because you're part of that community generally, and therefore I don't need to make any inquiries because we just did a test. And are you a Mennonite? Yes, guilty. Let's read some. North Wellington, Public Health has ordered the closure of schools and churches in Old Order Mennonite communities in northern Wellington County. So this isn't quite like the Amish, but it's sort of like the Hutterites in Alberta, I think. It's one degree from that. Individuals in these communities have also been ordered to follow public health measures such as wearing masks, reducing the size of social gatherings, cooperating with contact tracing, getting tested for COVID-19 if symptomatic, and isolating if sick. Medical Officer of Health Dr. Nicola Mercer of Wellington Dufferin Guelph Public Health, WDGPH, issued 3 Section 22 orders under the Health Protection and Promotion Act on November 12th. Hey, Justin, I know you're scrolling through the story right now, but can you multitask and see if we can call up those orders? You don't have to do it right now. In fact, if you slap the news story on the screen, maybe that'll buy you some time as I read more. Oh, Justin said you can't do both, he needs the screen. Okay, let me read some more here. And let me just read a little, let's read it through it. And then let's go hunting, okay? Sorry, Justin. You know what? We throw things at Justin in real time, and he's become a master of the quick Google search. But you can only do one thing at a time. Let's continue reading. So these 3 orders were hand-delivered to elders in Old Order Mennonite communities in Wellington, North Mapleton, and Minto. I'm truly sad that I have to do this, Mercer said in an interview. We've been talking with them since March. My staff has tried, and I have personally tried to reason with them, but have not been successful. So you're handing it to the elders. What does that mean? Are those elders like the legal representatives? So if Mennonite, if some person who happens to be a Mennonite is doing something right or wrong, why are you talking to the elder? Why don't you talk to the citizen? Are they some Borg? Are they some collective like an ant colony? I don't understand. I've tried to reason with them. You know how they are, though. You know how those people are. You know how they are. Mercer said a recent spike in cases in Wellington County can largely be attributed to this population, whose members generally do not wear masks, do not observe physical distancing, and have not altered their behavior due to the pandemic. Wellington County was green. It had a low rate, but on November 4th there were 5 cases. On November 6th there were 20. We peaked on November 11th with 33 cases. That's substantial, she said. Of the number of cases in Wellington County, at this time, the majority fall in that community. Now, what is a case? I say again, a case does not mean you're sick. A case does not mean you have symptoms. A case means perhaps a test said positive. Hey, can you grab Elon Musk's tweet yesterday? That was a hell of a tweet. He tweeted about, he took 4 tests in one day. Same test, same company, same equipment. Look at this from Elon Musk. Something extremely bogus is going on. Was tested for COVID 4 times today. 2 tests came back negative, 2 came back positive. Same machine, same test, same nurse. Rapid antigen test from BD. Is Elon Musk a liar? Can you grab me Jaffe, the deputy health officer? You know the one I mean. Is Elon Musk a liar? No, I don't think so. Is he a man of science? I think so. Does he have a horse in this race? No, I don't think so. Do you think he's telling the truth? I think so. What is he saying? He's saying that, well, he has his comment, something bogus is going on, but he gives you the underlying facts. 4 tests, 1 day, same nurse, same equipment, same test. Here, take a look. Here's the Deputy Public Health Officer for Ontario talking about what's called a false positive. That means you don't have any symptoms, you're healthy, but you take the test. How accurate is that test? Elon Musk gave you an anecdote. Here's the Deputy Public Health Officer of Ontario. Oh, we need volume. Oh, we'll get that clip back up. Let me take you out of suspense. Half of the tests are false positives, and I've heard from other jurisdictions it's even higher. It depends on how sensitive they make the test. Take a look here. We got the audio again. Take a look.
You know, I think a lot of people think that testing is going to really solve the whole problem, and it isn't. It's one component of a response. If you test somebody today, you only know if they're infected today. And in fact, if you're testing in a population that doesn't have very much COVID, you'll get false positives almost half the time.
Yeah, so there you go. So why are we doing that again? Let me read some more from the Wellington Advertiser. Wellington County was green. It had a low rate, and then, I read that already. Of the number of cases in Wellington County at this time, the majority fall in that community, those people. Mercer stressed the orders have nothing to do with religion or personal beliefs. Really? Then why didn't you serve them on people individually? Why did you give them to the elders if it had nothing to do with this community? And they do not apply to other Mennonite sects in the area, such as David Martin Mennonites, who are already following the rules. It's about behaviors and putting others at increased risk, Mercer said. She explained children are not wearing masks in school, They're not physical distancing, and they haven't stopped singing. Will you stop your damn singing, you singy Christians? I should tell you, thanks, take it down just for a sec. I should tell you that masks are not recommended for children in schools. And even children in schools take their masks off throughout the day, at lunchtime, at sports, at recess. It is not science to say that that is why it's spreading. In fact, I would be skeptical if a single child in this community had it. But they haven't stopped their singing. You got some science on that, lady? You got some singing, of course, is code for praying. You think they're singing the latest rap songs? You think they're like Kamala Harris, who says her favorite rapper is Tupac? He's not around anymore, but she doesn't know that. You think they're just banging out some beats like that? They're praying. I'll read some more. The same disregard for public health measures is happening at religious and social gatherings in this community, Mercer added. We know places of worship without protection become sources of outbreaks, she said. She also noted some individuals have been uncooperative with contact tracing, and most do not go for testing when urged. Gee, I wonder why. You're an anti-Christian bigot who's treating them as a collective. You're punishing them collectively, and you wonder why they won't do what you say, contact trace and go for testing. You just saw the Deputy Health Officer of Ontario say that the false positives are at least as common as the real positives. Gee, why won't these people do what this anti-Christian bigot says? Let me read some more. We are aware a large number are ill and have not been tested. Go for testing. It's free, she said. Why? So then you can put out more press releases about how many cases there are? Mercer said the Section 22 orders will make a strong statement to the community that its members have to obey the law. The orders give clarity that it's a legal requirement and not optional. It also tells them there could be fines. We hope it won't get to that, but if those little bastards keep singing, get ready for fines, you Christians. Mercer said the order now means no religious gatherings are allowed in the Old Order Mennonite community without the permission of public health. That was translated from the original German. Shut down your synagogue, you Jews. What the hell are you doing going to your synagogue? Jew, stop your singing. Get out of your synagogue. Don't make us burn it. You Jew. You Mennonite, stop your goddamn singing. You think you're going to your church? No, I'm the public health officer, and I say it's science that you can't go to church. It's science. Oh my God. We hope it won't get to that. Yes, sure you do, you bigot. Mercer said the order now means no, I already read that. Mercer said the order now means no religious gatherings are allowed in the Old Order Mennonite community without the permission of public health. Is that how it works? Is that how mosques and churches and synagogues and Sikh temples work? You need to get some necromancer's permission? Oh, well, you have to wear a mask, but not in this time. You can sing, but not this loud. Well, actually, you can't sing, but you can talk. This isn't science. This is anti-Christian witchcraft posing as science. You're just shutting down all religious ceremonies and gatherings and closing churches because someone in the community. This is collective punishment. You bigots. You bigots. Like everywhere else in the WDGPH region, private gatherings are limited to 10 people inside and 25 outside. Well, hang on. In the previous sentence, Mercer said that no gatherings are allowed. None. None. The orders stand until Mercer withdraws them. Hey, is that a democracy or is that an autocracy? Try this on a mosque, see how that goes. She said most recently there has been an outbreak at Marigold Hollow Parochial School located southeast of Mountain Forest, and another outbreak that started at a wedding with about 100 guests indoors. Mercer said everyone has to alter their behavior due to the pandemic, especially when it comes to social visits. It's fine to meet up with people and spend time outdoors, but no kids sleepovers or indoor playdates, no going to a friend's house for dinner, and no visiting kids or grandkids indoors. Really? No visiting kids? Did you just say no visiting kids? What on earth are you saying? I understand what no visiting grandkids means. You're breaking the bonds between grandparents and their grandchildren. And by the way, a lot of families, and I would imagine it's even more so with this Mennonite community, the grandparents are the babysitter, they are the daycare. But you're saying you can't visit kids? Surely you didn't mean that, you bigot. Surely you did not actually mean that. During the pandemic, we're asking people not to do that. This is behavior that needs to change. Simply put, do not go inside anyone else's house, she said. That is quite simply put, isn't it? Now, this is in a newspaper called the Wellington Advertiser. That's a small newspaper. That's an excerpt from my daily TV show that I do live at 12 noon Eastern Time. We talk about the news of the day, we play interesting viral videos, and most importantly, I take your questions that you chat to me through YouTube's Super Chat. I think that's the funnest part of it. So tune in every weekday at 12 noon Eastern Time, only here at rebelnews.com.